you know, yes, there is an overstressing on the millennials, as he said, and it's not as if they're a different set of people from a different universe. Yes, I do agree, but they are different. People today, the minute they join an organization, uh, they want to be leaders right from the beginning. Whether they are ready for that role or not is different. And it is across levels. So how do you deal with that situation where everybody is wanting to make a mark, wanting to be quickly prove their leadership skill, and yet, you know, how do you find, walk that fine line in an organization which is full of young people, full of people with different set of achievement levels? You know, how do you play that fine balance?
Thank you. I think that's an interesting question. But before I start, let me start off by saying, addressing the question first, as to why younger employees should be trained for leadership roles. I just kind of very briefly want to address and give a perspective from my context. That's Airtel's context. The simple answer for that is there's no choice. All right. Particularly in a fast-growing industry, which we believe we are, the ITs, telecoms, the pharmas, and the new age industries. There's no question of, the numbers are growing, the people are growing, we got to bring in the young leaders, there's no question about that. But having said that, from the Airtel context, I would like to say, the choice is much more tougher for the simple reason we believe we're an industry, though it's categorized as telecom and domain, we do believe that it's got three elements to it. Number one, it's bracketed as an FMCG, because the SIM cards or whatever we sell move at the same pace as a soap would or a Horlicks or a cigarette would. I come from ITC, so I keep talking about that. The second one is it's got a technology segment, which is, as you all know, it's one of the fastest, shall we call it, redundancy in terms of technology innovation. So there's a tremendous need for innovation. The third one, and the most important, to differentiate ourselves from the other FMCGs or the technology companies, we've got to service the product too. At the same speed that we are selling, we've got to service at the same speed. So it's a pretty unique combination of three different skill sets. So there's an imperative that we need to grow young leaders at all the three different competencies or skills. Now, how do we really tackle the situation where there's a rush for the young blood, which is coming in, heavy energy, tremendous amount of innovation, high ambitions? That was your question. How do we kind of balance those ambitions versus the cultural expectations within the company, where you typically have the older lot too, okay, and they're vying for the space? Clearly, the simple answer for that is rigor of the training program that we put in. Okay, to simply put, we got a 10, or rather actually an 8-member department that includes me with the 9th and the 10th, a department which literally takes care of the training program right from the design phase to the measurement or the performance assessment phase. So when we're talking about ambition, very clearly differentiation is the key. All right, there are some who do better than the others, and those who don't really do as much as well as the others will have to move out. So that's the only way to really do is differentiate between the good and the set their expectations. Very clearly, the behavioral element. And I think the kind of training programs that we give, apart from the normal skills, they go, of course, to the circles or what we call the operating units. But the tremendous amount of expectation setting and mentoring in terms of the behavioral expectations. Okay, because we're very well aware, acutely aware, in fact, because there's a lot of cultural imbalance this is created, okay, at certain stages where they go through a particular unit where there are older lots, the 40s and 50s lot, and suddenly these guys become the bosses. How do you really manage the situation? So the training element is the most critical element, and the differentiation, the two ways you, one, set the expectations, temper their ambitions, at the same time ease them into the roles that they're supposed to get in.